I guess no.
I think it should be recording. I think, did everybody get a
And
message? Okay.
Yep. Okay, yeah, so I'll just repeat. For anyone that missed it, my name is Michael. I'm the president of the Data Science Club, and we're just going to be doing a general interest meeting today. And yeah. Yeah, so we'll just introduce the e-board today, do some icebreakers so that people can get to know each other. We're going to talk about upcoming events, and if anyone has any ideas for events, feel free to chime in when we do the Q&A. And yeah, finally, we'll also do just the Q&A. And I know there's some questions I've seen on the club membership form that I can address as well. So, yep, so we will be having meetings on Mondays from 7 to 8, or at least roughly around there, give or take 15 minutes, just depends on generally the schedules of eBoard. But again, like if you're 15 minutes late, no one's going to bother you about it. If we have in-person meetings, I guess it's very dependent on COVID, and as many of us saw today, also buses. I don't know how, if buses continue as they are currently, I'm not sure how feasible in-person meetings will be, but we'll see about that. At least for now, obviously today's meeting is online. And yep, it's for everyone that's just interested in data science, whether that's because they're in the minor, the certificate program, or just interested in the field in general. So yeah, so as I said, I'm president of Data Science Club. I am a junior. I'm majoring in computer science and political science, minoring in data science and statistics. And yeah.
Hi guys, I'm Michelle. I'm vice president of the Data Science Club. I'm a junior. I'm majoring in information technology and informatics and minoring in computer science and data science.
Hi, I'm Anastasia. I'm the treasurer of the club. I am a freshman, and for now I'm planning to double major in math and computer science, getting a minor in data science and a certificate in quantitative economics.
Hello, everyone. I'm Muskan, and I'm the secretary of the Data Science Club. I'm a computer science major, and I am planning to do the undergrad certificate for data science, and I'm a senior.
Is Dennis here? Just scan.
I can just briefly introduce Dennis. I believe he has graduated technically, so that's probably why he's not here. But I will say that he, obviously you can see here, he's the genetics representative. I'm not 100% sure if we're going to keep a genetics representative for next year, just because the data science minor is doing some changes right now, and we'll see how things turn out. But if you are a genetics major and are interested in the club, then at least for this semester, if you want to fill in his shoes, then feel free to send one of the e-board members a message.
Hi, I'm Ilana. I'm the computer science student representative. My major is computer science, and I'm a junior, and I'm currently getting my data certificate.
Hi, I'm Jitin. I'm also a student representative in computer science. I'm currently a freshman, and I'm majoring in computer science, and I'm minoring in stat and data science.
Kurishni, I don't think she's here, but she is our computer science student representative for sophomores.
Hey guys, I'm Carl. I'm the math student representative. I'm a computer science major and a math minor, and I am pursuing the data science certificate.
I guess Sadman is also couldn't make it. He is our IT student representative and for seniors.
I don't think Simon's here either.
Simon's here either. Okay. He is our psychology student representative, and he is a senior.
Okay, so there's a lot of people in in the in the Zoom meeting, so I will let everybody like assign themselves into a breakout room. Please make them roughly like 5 people, so don't like go into a breakout room that already has like 4 to 5 people. Let me explain the icebreaker activity at first, though. So, we'll be introducing ourselves and we'll be doing it like popcorn style. So, like, you say your thing and then you say somebody else's name and they will introduce themselves. And you will also be talking about a class that you've already taken that you've really liked and you think everybody can take it. So, don't do like quantum mechanics, a class that like very little people can take. Or a class, if you're like a freshman and you haven't taken that many interesting classes, a class that you're like looking forward to taking because like upperclassmen have told you that it's a very cool class. So let me create the breakout rooms.
Just a reminder for anyone that has joined recently to just do the attendance. The attendance links are in the chat. Yeah.
Rooms.
Yeah. Good.
Sorry, I just wanted to say that the rooms should be open.
Yeah, they are.
Yep, and an e-board member will be in each. So join, join, join.
We should be the last ones to join, probably, right?
Mm-hmm.
Try to make it roughly even if you guys can. Obviously, you know, it's not super easy, but I don't know. I can't tell if the last 2 people are like AFK or something.
Do you want to just start joining?
They could.
I can assign them. Let me assign them.
Sure.
Assign to room 1. Assign to room, I guess, 2. Okay.
All right, shall we go? Oh, what rooms are we taking, by the way?
I could do 4.
Okay. I'll do 3.
I'll do 2 then.
Oh yeah, how many when should I close it? Like how much time?
By 7:30 at least.
Okay, 7:30.
Yeah. If anything, we can message in the e-board chat and just say like, hey, we're done.
Okay.
Okay.
I can join 4,
Oh, yeah, you could join.
or I can join 1. Like, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'll join 4.
All right, see you guys at 7:30.
See you.
All right.
Bye.
Like my mom is like, oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh yeah. So basically like my mom like has worked in like data analytics. So I was kind of like exposed to data and like how important it is and how like the potential that there is in that like, you know, field and industry. So I was like really interested in data. And so I was looking for a data science club at Rutgers and I found this. So that's why I joined. Oh, are we also sharing like what class we recommend?
Yes.
Okay, so I mean, I'm still a freshman in my second semester, so I haven't taken that many classes. But last semester I took this class called Heroism, and it basically fulfilled 2 of my core requirements. And basically, we just talked about like different heroes, real life heroes, and also fictional heroes. And I thought it was kind of interesting to like analyze fictional heroes as well as real time heroes, and kind of compare them and see like, you know, their impact on history and like current events and stuff like that. So yeah, I totally recommend that class if you need to fulfill 2 core requirements at once.
Thank you for the suggestion.
Hi, my name is Ilana. Uh, I actually joined the club because well, the interesting class that I did take is why I joined the club, and it was 210. It was data management for data science, and I took it last semester, and it really like showed me how to like I guess code in a fun way. I don't know. A lot of people said it was a terrible class, but I had a good time coding and learning Python, and it's my favorite language now. So yeah, that's why.
Nice.
Anybody else left that hasn't spoken yet?
We started immediately because we were
Okay.
whether you guys were coming or something else was happening. So
Oh, actually, let me pause the
I didn't realize that the recording was split up. That's whatever.
resume recording. It should be recording now.
Okay. Well, thank you. I hope everyone had a great time in their icebreaker breakout room. I know my group did. We talked about a lot of really interesting classes. So now we are going to get into our upcoming events. This is kind of based on the preparation that we started last semester. So the like initial ideas, and then it's also kind of like events that we had last semester that were kind of, pretty helpful for people. So first and foremost is our professor panel, which is definitely happening next week. We haven't set an exact date yet, but it's definitely next week. So we have professors of the data science degree faculty who will be coming on and discussing the importance of a data science career and a data science degree. Both within the like tech community and within tech industries, and then also like outside of that, and as something to complement whatever major that you're interested in. And these are, I mentioned this in my breakout room as well, these are professors who I've been taught by, and they're really insightful and have a lot of relevant current events type like practice and like work that they've done, and like really interesting insight that they are super excited to share with all of you. So I hope that you can join us for that next week. Stay tuned in with our Discord and GroupMe and Instagram, and we'll definitely have updates of that particular event coming up there. Other of events relevant to data science that we'll be having will be a workshop idea that we had done this last semester with Kaggle. This was one of our first in-person events. We kind of did like a tutorial of anyone who's interested in Kaggle. For anyone here who doesn't know, Kaggle is kind of like a central like data science platform. A lot of like data science like competitions happen there in regards to like R, and they also have like a platform for using R, kind of like RStudio and things like that. So we taught kind of the basics of R using Kaggle, Kaggle as a platform. And so we kind of like look forward to doing something similar like that this semester, but with any, data science tool, Kaggle maybe again we'll do that, or maybe RStudio, which is more relevant for the data science classes happening now, maybe like GitHub, like stuff like that, like for anyone who is interested in data science, doesn't know much about these or wants to get better, stuff like that. Another relevant event that we had last semester was reviewing the data science classes that came out for the coming semester that everyone is preparing for. So in the case of this semester, that would be the fall 22 classes that we would be breaking down, talking about which ones are for the major, are for the minor, for the certificate, for which tracks, which ones are based in various domains like statistics, economics, mathematics, computer science, etc. And which ones are just like good tech classes to have under your belt and would contribute to your data science knowledge. That's a really helpful class. And most of us on the e-board are in fact doing a data science minor or a data science certificate. And so just as on a personal note, as someone who is like going through it and preparing like that information. It was super helpful and also clearing my head and being like, okay, this is kind of where I would want to go. So I strongly suggest that you look out for that. It's really helpful to kind of shine a light on where you should go in the data science degree. And then the last two are just kind of like fun little things for all of us to get to know each other better. There's like a game night where it's just a fun event where we play games. They can be data science related, they could not be. And it's just to get to know everyone better. Then there's a social networking event that we would like to plan kind of between like underclassmen, upperclassmen, graduates, just to practice like professional skills. Like pursuing a data science career is not all about how many languages do I know, how many projects have I done, how many competitions have I won. It's not all that. It's also you have to know how to be professional and work in a professional environment. And so this social networking event would kind of be centered around that. So these are the events that we would like to have planned, and I hope you guys can join us for them. We plan to, have a great time. So yes, next please. And then these are our socials that you can like follow us on, whichever ones are best for you. And here's how we would like keep you updated with events that we would be doing, any polls, any advice that we would want from you. Is there a particular event that you would be interested in? Any particular questions that you have about events or the minor or a competition, opportunities, whatever it is. So please follow us on whatever it is that you use mostly. And yeah. And just like, we'll just stay here on this slide so that people can do what they need to do. But that is pretty much it with our kind of like introductory general interest meeting. Michael, if you want to take it from here.
Yeah, I guess now we'll just do a Q&A just before anyone asks any questions though, or has any suggestions or anything. I'm just going to read some of the questions that were written on the membership form, which if you've not completed, the QR code is in the top middle. Yeah, so for the most part, most of the questions were answered, and not where there's not too many questions, but here. Do you have any suggestions as what I should do if I want to become a member of the e-board for this club? What I will say is that number one thing is just attend meetings. We haven't decided exactly what the attendance requirement will be when we end up doing the e-board elections later this semester for next year. But like there will be some sort of attendance requirement, so you can't just become an e-board member without having attended any meetings, for example, or if like you've been to one out of, I don't know how many meetings we're gonna have, then yeah. Yeah, so number one is attendance. And to be honest, that's the main one. Everything else is just gonna come down to whether you can get elected, which I guess most likely we'll do speeches, and then it just depends like how convincing you are. What I will say is that we don't have, it's not like we have like 10 people on our e-board or anything. It's relatively small. Potentially we might bring it up to 5 for next year. Right now we have 4, but it's not going to really increase much beyond that. It just depends what we need. So like what I will say is I don't necessarily put your hopes up for e-board, but we also do have plenty of student representatives, which is kind of like a sort of e-board-ish position. They're pretty much just in charge of advertising the club to the different fields of data science. That is decided based off of application, so there's no election. The e-board will decide the student reps, and that'll be at the beginning of next year rather than the end of the or beginning of fall 2022 is what I mean. So the beginning of next school year. And for that, again, it'll be an application. Attendance will be a big factor, but also just probably if whoever's on e-board knows you, like if you're attending meetings and you're interacting, probably is going to give you an advantage. And of course, the application itself, just apply with a good application, I guess. I don't know, like, don't just be like, hi mom or something. And yeah, so I think that's okay. Well, I see more people are putting in questions. What else there? Objectives and goals of the club. I guess we kind of went over that. Where and when does the club meet? That'll be Mondays, or at least for this semester, it'll be Mondays around 7 to 8. For now, online, depending on the bus situation, we might end up trying to do Bush or Livy. Not sure about the room, but yeah, just again, for now online, and next week we'll be online because we're doing with professors. But yeah, the main thing right now is just the bus situation, which I'm sure many of you are aware of. How do I get involved and increase my networking experience in data science? I guess getting involved is just like, again, attending meetings. I will say is like with the new Discord that we made, it might be a bit easier to communicate on specific topics than because on the GroupMe, I know it might be a bit difficult for some people to keep up with a lot of the messages. So on Discord, I believe there's a separate networking channel if you want to use that. But yeah, in general, like most of the people in this club, if they're not directly pursuing data science, they're at least interested in it, and just getting to know the other people in the club, or at least like exchanging information, might be useful for networking. As far as experience goes, I guess at some point probably want to go into internships or something, or maybe even grad school. But just while you're in Rutgers, main thing is just taking data science related classes. The first one I would recommend is just Data 101. But beyond that, just maybe take some of the courses that are in the certificate or minor, or at the very least, just, I don't know, there's plenty of statistics courses that may not count towards the minor, but they might just be helpful in the future. Likewise with computer science or IT courses. I think that's all the questions on the form. So if anyone wants to just chime in or type in the chat or whatever for questions, then feel free. You can type in the chat or just unmute. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yep.
Michael, how are you?
Good. I am doing well.
Okay, thank you. That's a very important question.
You're welcome.
I wanted to just emphasize something about next week's meeting. So, like it was previously mentioned, next week's meeting is going to be like the professor panel, and that is very important because, first of all, that will be like the best introduction to data science you will ever like get in this club, because the actual professors will be like introducing it and talking about the importance. And we don't really want like two people to show up when we like spend a very long time trying to get those professors up. They will be very sad, and we don't want them to be sad or everyone's gonna fail.
Yeah, we will do a poll either probably in, I don't know if we'll do a GroupMe or Discord or both, but we just want to see what times / days will work best. Most likely it's not going to be at our normal club time, just because of when the professors are available. Based off the responses we've gotten, the 3 potential times are Tuesday 6 to 7 p.m., Tuesday 8 to 9 p.m., and then Friday 8 to 9 p.m. Those are the 3 times that we have 3 potential professors. And if anyone is curious about who the professors are, I'm probably gonna butcher their names, but so the 3, I think the 3 that I believe are available those times are Caitlin Petrie, I don't know. Again, I don't know how to pronounce the names. She, if any of the board members know what she's in charge of when it comes to the data science department. Yeah, I'm literally just looking this up right now. Faculty. She is an assistant professor in the Department of Journalism and Media Studies. And her areas of expertise are data analytics, media industries, and qualitative methods. So if I had to guess, she's probably someone that's a bit more knowledgeable in the way that data science might be able to mesh with things like media. So I'm sure you've all seen plenty of articles from whether it's like New York Times or I don't know, other websites. I don't know, what's the first one that came to mind, that have like sort of data visualizations. She might have, I'm just speculating. She might have contacts in that field or at least know more about it. So if you're interested in that type of stuff, then there's
Just real quick. I didn't realize who you're talking about when you were like saying it, no offense. But that's actually my professor. She's my professor for data and context, which is one of the classes for one of the tracks in data science. But anyway, so I had some people in my breakout room who mentioned like they took kind of like conceptual classes. And so this is like really this class, data and context, and kind of the work that she does is super, like you mentioned, it looks at kind of the context of data and really like what is the effect in society and like stuff like that, and like heavily applies it to current events and like current media situations and controversies that are happening really now. And she has a lot of context like throughout, she's been doing this for a long time. So a lot of context throughout various universities, really interesting studies that she's been a part of and that she's like been at the head of. And so, yeah, we were really happy to find that she was available.
Yep.
Mhm.
And yeah, you definitely know more about her than I do. Next is Steve Boyski. Again, don't know how to pronounce his name. He is an associate professor in the statistics department. And he is one of the co-directors, I think, of the new data science program. So, I mean, in his own, I'm sure he knows plenty about the field, of course, but also especially when it comes to the minor and certificate, he probably is one of the more knowledgeable people when it comes to like where things are going, what classes are going to be required, things like that. If you have any questions about that. Though what I will say is that I suggest with the professors maybe to ask more so career-based ones, because a lot of questions when it comes to like what classes are required for like the minor or something is stuff that you can just find online. So yeah. And finally is Jack Mardekian, who is a lecturer in the statistics department. Doesn't really say much else about him on the data science website. So yeah, that's all I can really say about him.
But yeah, those are the professors that as of this point are confirmed for the professor panel. They'll have a lot to say. Please join us. It's a really pretty much a big event that we're really proud to have put together. So yeah, and I think that's pretty much, we're ending like 10 minutes early, but that's pretty much like all we had to show you guys. So thank you. And I know some people said that they had to leave earlier, but thank you so much for joining us. If you have any other questions, you can, of course, you can type it in the chat or in GroupMe, Discord, whatever, or you can like wait here for everyone to leave. But thank you, yeah, for joining us. Please join us next week. Look out on our socials for like updates and stuff. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye, guys.